Howdy, folks. Today we're playing Mardu Aggro, headlined by Isshin, Two Heavens is One. Thank you for Jaw for submitting the deck, and let's get into the action. Alrighty, this hand's looking nasty. What do we do with those hands? We mulligan them. Alrighty. Okay, look a little better. I mean, we have the plan, you know. You can see the Isshin and the Raiju. That's the plan here. I think we're gonna just keep the one Raiju. See if there's anything to cut down. Okay. Definitely we'll play the Sulphur Springs on turn 1. Ooh. The Isshin frontliner. Nah, I still think we gotta leave up the cut down. Just in case they have a bloodthirsty adversary or something that we really need to kill on turn 2 here. We're gonna get a little bit punished. Leaving up the cut down. Oh. Phoenix Chick coming in. Alright, what else do they have? Someone else for me to kill? No. I think I'm fine. So they don't have anything else to play this turn besides the Isshin frontliner. I think it's fine to just, again, leave up the cut down. Just the same as last turn. Potentially just missed out on a point of damage, but it is what it is. They have Reckless Stormseeker here, and it becomes a 3-4. It'd be tough, but just a Phoenix Chick. We can deal with that. It's not ideal, but, you know, we'll make it work. Attempt to kill this Phoenix Chick. Okay, well, it could have been bad if they had a big pump spell or something. They did not. Let's see what they have here. Next turn, yeah, we can definitely cast this Isshin, which we're going to do. And, yeah, we're going to give our Isshin +1/+1 a couple times. That doesn't mean too much. Get the Raiju down now, though. Shivan Devastator, sure. Devastator and the Chick coming along. Mayhem Patrol, yes, yes. Okay, I think we gotta get the Raiju down, though. Yeah, just stack the triggers like this. Down to 9. Get a big attack coming next time. We have the Blitz and the Man Patrol. Do they have their own Raiju? That's the real question. Lightning Strike on our Raiju. Okay. Do they get frisky? Another Devastator, okay. Can't pay for that. 2 Mayhem Patrols. Yeah. I think that's what we're doing. Just yeeting all the way out here, so... These can't be blocked, so we do want to just stack them on a Mayhem Patrol since it can't be blocked. Man, we are stacking up triggers right now. Has Menace, obviously, so can't block that one. It's got Menace. That's why we did it that way. And there we go. Okay, well, you know, it worked out. I mean, that was the plan, you know. Double up those attack triggers and see how far it takes us in. Took us to the promised land of that one. All right. One for the books for Mardu Isshin Aggro. Okay, time for a quick deck tech. As you saw in the first match, you kind of get the vibe of the deck, you know. You're trying to get creatures that have attack triggers down with Isshin, Two Heavens is One, and a Mardu Shell. The creatures we have with attack trigger, as you saw, Mayhem Patrol, Thundering Raiju, Rada's Firebrand also has it. The token off Fable of the Mirrorbreaker as an attack trigger. Isshin Frontliner, attack trigger. Those are really the big ones. And Adeline, obviously, make an extra 1/1. Recruitment Officer doesn't have the attack trigger bonus, but just, you know, a Savannah Lions with upside. Have some removal with cut down, go for the throat. If we're going to be attacking with a lot of cheap creatures in a black deck, Gix is probably something you probably want to have. And then Sarah Paragon kind of is the value engine to tie it all together. Yeah, that's the core of the deck. Thank you to Ja for submitting it, but here's just a sort of a longer view after you saw in the first game. But already, let's get into some more games. Let's get to the action. We're going first, and we have a 2-drop into Gix into Thundering Raiju. That's not a bad start. I think we're keeping it. Lead off on this Shattered Sanctum. It's too bad it's not an untapped red source, but that's okay. I wonder in which scenarios we would leave up a Go for the Throat instead of play the Mayhem Patrol. Against mono green or whatever this is, doesn't feel like that's the scenario we're living in. So yeah, we're just playing Mayhem Patrol, and next turn the plan is to get a Gix Yawgmoth Praetor down, attack, and try to reap benefits there. Depends on what our opponent has. Beast Color, but you know the thing is about Beast Color? Can't block anything with Menace, so gonna get our card draw in here while we can. Do 2 Menace, not bad. Got a Shattered Sanctum, okay, so we will be able to play a Thundering Raiju next turn. It's just gonna be costly in terms of life. We have 2 Go for the Throats we would fire off next turn as well. Depends on what they got. They have a Gwenna, okay. Yeah, it might just be time to kill both of these creatures. It doesn't matter which order I kill them, I'm killing them both. But I was just thinking about the West Korean Beast Caller's death trigger, but yeah, it doesn't matter if I kill them both, so I'm just overthinking it there. I'll make the Man Patrol bigger, make it think it's doing some more work, you know, this devil and his dog companion. Oh, we're drawing the cards, though. No way we're not drawing cards. Head on the board and a head on life versus our opponent. Gonna hit a Thundering Raiju down next turn, which could be pretty big. Looks to be in a pretty good spot. Our opponent could obviously have a big boom boom, and that could change things. Wow. Or we could just draw heaters off the top of our deck. Do we think they have a 5-drop? That's the real question. We could just attack with this Mayhem Patrol and this Thundering Raiju. Make it a 4/4. I don't think I like that as much, though. I think I want to get as much damage in this turn as possible. While also keeping our haste threat in the bag, in case something weird happens to our board. Gonna draw twice, though, see if there's any other land we would like to play instead of what we have going on. Doesn't seem to be the case. We're just gonna play this Showdown Pass, represent some sort of red spell, leave the full control on. Obstinate Balef's pretty good here, actually. That's pretty good for our opponent. If you can believe that, I have no basic land types among lands I control. Okay. So with that being the case, I think I'm just going to get off full control. Attack with these 2 creatures. I'm gonna put the +1/+1 on the Mayhem Patrol and give the +1/+1 to the Raiju. Really is gonna incentivize them to block the Raiju, which I think they were probably gonna do anyway, and so that way we get the permanent counter onto the Mayhem Patrol. Gonna keep drawing cards though. Get a Plains down so it doesn't cost us life. Opponent's gonna need some good spells here though. They have a 5-drop presumably. Get the War Chief. Okay, that's not bad. Gaining some life. Drops a 4/4 Rhino in the back end. Yeah, Rada isn't I'm going to be able to make the War Chief not block. But that could be the case next turn on the Rhino. So I think we are going to full attack here. Yeah, we are going to full attack. And give this a +1/+0 to get the damage in. Gotta assume they're going to block the Gix. We have a second one in pocket, which is nice. They'll make a 4/4. But that's alright. We're fine with that. I'm going to play a Gix here. And an Adeline, I believe. So we get to double the attack triggers next turn if we draw Isshin. Now we have the Rodus Firebrand to make that thing not block, though, which is pretty nice. And there we go. Interesting game. Not sure if we played that perfectly, to be honest, but sometimes you just attack your opponent and get it done. And that's what happened there. Sweet. GG's. Alrighty. Our opponent keeps, and this hand obviously has a lot of power, but the problem is that we can't cast anything until turn 3 right now, and Mayhem Patrol on turn 3 doesn't do it for me when my opponent goes first. I think we have to mulligan this. Looks to be a better hand. What do we put on the bottom? This Paragon, maybe? We don't have the double white. Oh. Yeah, put the Paragon back, I think. Don't have the 4th land. Put on some mono red, okay. We'll get this recruitment officer down. It's going to cost us a pinch of life, but it's kind of what you do when you sign yourself up for Mardu. The new set, at least, will have better land situations for decks like this, so that'll be good. Okay, Goro. It's looking thick there. Do I think my opponent blocks if I attack? Man, it's a greedy attack. Not worth it. Don't need to just show off some block or some attack equity, bluff equity. That's the word I was looking for. No need to get some bluff equity, especially if you're staring down mechanized warfare. Definitely gonna block here now. Taking a 4 spot to the dome though. Recruitment officer. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna play this Haunted Ridge and this Fable, and try to turn some of these lands into real cards next turn. This Goro with the extra counter on it is kind of wrecking us though. A removal spell would be nice. Obviously, cut down can't do it. It would need me to go for the throat. So I want to play another one. Devastator. Yikes. I think we got a block here, to be honest. It's not looking good otherwise. Okay, Frontliner and the Springs, I think, are easy discards. Ugh. Gross. Okay, I got the Adeline, the recruitment officer, and I can double block this Goro, but it's not getting us too many places. Yeah, we can't beat this. GG's. GG's. Took too much damage from our land. Mold this 6. Ugh. Not a great showing there, but there's always next game. Okay, we are going first, and some Mayhem Patrol going on. I guess that'll be what we're doing. It's not the best card in our deck, but it does have an attack trigger. On turn 2. Alright, our opponent's on soldiers of some kind. We will definitely block this frontliner if they attack, though. My thing is, if they have a... That's fine. Yeah, my big problem is that they have a Brutal Cathar here. This game is over. They're looking at our Isshin sideways. Makes you really think they have one. It is a big body, so if we draw... Ugh, if we draw exactly Infernal Grasp here, we'll be okay, but it's not looking good right now. Brutal Cathar is pretty good in this matchup here. We don't really want it to flip. So, yeah, we're just going to cast their spells here. Really low power hand from us. Just a bunch of Mayhem Patrols and Frontliners like we're playing draft. But you can see the potential when the deck has Isshin rolling and everything. You can see the potential of the deck. We are 100% triple blocking this Brutal Cathar if they attack. It doesn't look like they are. Not blocking any of that. Not winning this game with the jump block there. And we're not winning this game at all. GG's. I mean, I guess they attack with Brutal Cathar. We can use the Isshin to block it. We'll see how it goes. We didn't have a spell to cast. It's going to cost us 3 life to do that. I don't even know if we are alive anymore. Yeah, they're going to have the 1-1. We're getting out of this game right now. Oh, I'm teasing myself trying to get out of the game or not, but... man, given the Valiant Veteran, the +1/+1 is tough. Because... if I Ganjo it... can eat the Frontliner and Recruitment Officer. Take 6. I guess that's what we're doing. Problem is they're just going to make a bunch of Siege Veteran tokens here. It's not really going to help us too much. Like next turn if they just untap. You know what? We're doing this. I can only kill 2 of these creatures. Oh, it has first strike. Bad idea. I think we're losing that game anyway, but it has first strike. Definitely losing that battle with the first strike. So, alrighty. Whew. Not a great game, but is it bad to say it twice in a row? There's always next game. Okay, we're going first. We don't have double white. I trust that we'll draw it though. We have Go for the Throat on turn 2, followed by Fable on turn 3. It's a pretty good combination. I think that combination has shown itself in the standard to be pretty good. Pretty devastating for our opponents on a creature deck, so we'll take it there. Got to lead on the Haunted Ridge though to have the black men up in turn 2. Having a creature there would have been good, but alas, do not have that. Oh, something we cannot kill with the Go for the Throat is tough. Tough. All right. What we don't want to see here is a Graveyard Trespasser. So let's hope they don't have that. Interesting. So that can't crew the Bank Buster. I don't know if this Recruitment Officer would be getting through anytime soon. Ugh. I kind of need to draw a land, so I guess I'm going to get rid of the Adeline twos instead of the double white. Couldn't get there. Gonna play the Isshin and just get 2 treasure here. Keep up to Go for the Throat. Celestis, okay. Getting a +1/+1 counter on the Liberator versus Battlelaptor. Gonna go ahead and draw now, okay. Doesn't matter if we go for the Throat now. It's not like we're saving any mana. We have the, the treasures will be sacrificed whenever we're feeling like it. So, okay. And drawing that actually makes me feel better about hitting this with Go for the Throat. Except for you would think I would read my cards, so I cannot do that. I could play a Gix. Man. Yeah, we'll start with the Gix. I think it's worth the tokens, the treasures, honestly. I know they get the free block, but the treasures is nice here. Mayhem Devil, huh? Definitely gonna get this recruitment officer down. Question is, do we also want the Rada's Firebrand down? I don't think so. Next turn, they're gonna have this high enough to where we're not gonna be able to tamp it down with the Rada's Firebrand anyway. The backside of the reflection here is not as good in this deck. We have a lot of legendary stuff going on. Okay. What is better? Ugh. The Isshin's easier to cast off the Sarah Paragon, so I guess I'll do that. If our opponent gets in here, we're probably pretty happy about that. Man, having just the artifact deck is just stone cold getting us right now. Please go for the throats in hand. If we could draw an untapped white land, we'd be pretty happy about that. Untapped land in general, play Sarah Paragon plus Fable or Adeline or Isshin, depending on what we're feeling. Be pretty nice. We're going to attack with the Gix first. See if we can draw land. Another Gix's command would be kind of good. There we go. Happy about that. Yeah, we'll pay the life there, yeah. You have to pay the life double white anyway if we cast Adeline or Isshin. Question is, what do we want to cast? Adeline, Isshin, Fable. Fable can get some of this glut out of our hand. I think we're going to do that to get some of this just garbage out of our hand. See what our opponent has. Another Gix command or something here would be kind of tough. Took us a while to figure out that turn. Ooh, they feel like they really had to kill a Sarah Paragon. Okay. Drawing a card. Are they attacking? They are attacking. Okay. This opponent's going to kill us in 2 turns. These cutdowns are just awful. Could blitz both of these Mayhem Patrols right now. In deal, it'll be 2 each. 6, 9 damage. That's not that good, so I think we're just going to attack first, see what's up. Take some damage, draw some cards. You're definitely going to play the Rada's Firebrand, Frontliner. And playing the patrol only matters, say, like, next turn I'll have 6 lands in play. And so if I draw Thundering Raiju, then I wouldn't be able to play all of my cards. So I think that leads me to where I should be playing this Mayhem Patrol. Now, I could get wrecked by another Gix's command. Definitely possible. Opponent clearly has a lot of high cost things in their hand. Your deck's kind of built around it. Disfigure. That's fine. We're fine with Disfigure. Mightstone, Weakstone. Okay. We can push through that probably. -5 on that Gix. Sure. We need to draw something like Thundering Raiju this turn. I'm kind of expecting our opponent to attack. It's not a artifact, by the way. We can definitely kill that. We can kill it after attacking with the... Ooh. That's not good. We can kill it after attacking with the Goblin Shaman, though. Okay. Can't kill this, though, with the Go for the Throats. So I think we're just dead. Yeah, just not enough. Stacking on the Mayhem Patrols, obviously. It's going to be a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough damage since they're going to be able to gain the life of the Rexian Flesh Scourger. Gonna kill this, obviously. Yeah. Just couldn't... This Liberator really got us. Yeah, these Go for the Throats just rotted in our hand all game. They're both just artifact. If we could kill this right here, I think we'd be fine too. Obviously, we don't have the life to pay for it either. Yeah. Close game. Didn't quite get there, but you can see we were pretty close. Not close enough, though. GG's. Artifacts. And that's one thing you have to consider when building your deck. Are you going to go all in on Go for the Throat? So you're going to split Go for the Throat with Infernal Grasp. This deck, I think you just kind of have to live with the Go for the Throat artifact beatdown we just got. Because you're just already losing so much life to your mana base. Maybe next standard when the mana for this deck it's going to be a little better with the new dual lands that are coming in for that'll help these style 3-color decks. But until then, I'd be a little worried about matchups like this, where you have to play Go for the Throat instead of Infernal Grasp, just because how your deck's constructed. But alrighty, let's get into some more games. Okay, opponent is going first, but this hand is not bad, so we'll take it. Lead on the Sundown Pass. Mono blue. Not too big of a fan. Don't want to just hold up Go for the Throat. There's no way they're going to cast something on turn 3 that we're going to want to Go for the Throat. They're not just like running out their Jin or something. So might as well cast the Rada's Firebrand if they want to counter it. It's a counter they don't have for Gix or Isshin. So I think we're happy with that. Yeah, I mean, they're obviously going to counter something, so I think we'd much rather have them counter this Isshin in this spot. So we'll throw this out here to see if they want to tag that with a counter spell. They might let it go, honestly. Okay. Yep, we're definitely happy they countered that instead of our Gix next turn, hopefully. See if they have another counterspell. My guess is they have a Make Disappear, and they decided which counterspell they wanted to use. And they decided on the Urtai score since it was going to cost 3 mana. Another Urtai score. Okay, we'll take that, actually. Opponent's got to cast spells eventually. Well, I think we're just going to keep playing spells their opponent has to counter. Obviously now if we play the Serra Paragon, we're just going to be able to get lots of value back. Oh, that's a new card I've not seen. Flow of Knowledge. Interesting. They're gonna. Well, okay. I was gonna say they're gonna Fading Hope it, but doesn't appear to be the case. I think I'll. No, I kind of want the Takanuma. It's gonna. Man, I'm just taking life left and right over here. Get another Rodda's Firebrand down. And obviously don't have a counterspell for it. Don't think there's any sense in keeping this go for the throat up. I think, we want to have the case to draw land and also keep up Takanuma. Okay, they have a haughty Isshin. Okay. Planning on just activating these Rodda's Firebrand. So this becomes a 5-3. I can't increase the toughness of this really. And I suppose there's a few cards they could have that could, but what's their plan? Obviously could phase it out or something. Getting our 3 damage here though. Next turn we'll be able to blitz this Mayhem Patrol. And this will be exactly 5, so Fading Hope or Radha, okay. It's a card in the yard, but now we're trading, okay. Kinda happy to get rid of his Jin there. Play this Radha again. Cast and Scatter down. How about a Mayhem Patrol? They have another counterspell. And they do. Okay. Passing the turn, so I don't think they have card draw. They didn't. If they have a Jin, they didn't just want to run it out. Okay, they have just single cards there. And this is not really the point of the game you want to be in against Mono Blue. Fun police to the format here. 2 impulses, okay. You just really want to avoid them chaining a big draw spell into exploding on you. It's kind of what their deck's built to do. Tolarian Terror, okay. Yeah, I think we'll try to kill this Tolarian Terror now. Play the ward cost while we have the empty mana. Probably have a way to protect it. That's Fading Hope. Oh, okay. We're fine with that. Got an Adeline. I need to draw some good cards here though. Tolarian Terror is gonna brick Wallace for a little bit. Opponent has 9 lands. Drawing a lot of them. We have a lot too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. It makes 8. Pass the turn. They have a big card draw spell in any of these turns where we can't really apply too much pressure to the games. Or it looks like they didn't have it. Maybe it's a counter spell. Haughty Jin. Okay. It's not good for us. Tolarian Terror is coming in. Gonna need to draw a good spell here, and that's not it, so. Mono Blue, fun policing this again. GG's. Okay, our opponent's going first, and we have an interactive hand. I think we'll keep this. We get a Rodda's Firebrand down or go for the throat. Oh. Your opponent's not playing mono blue. Sick of playing against mono blue. Let's hopefully see a red land here or something. Nope. Can I get the Firebrand down? Next turn, we have an Adeline, theoretically. Impulse turn. Okay, Sundown Pass. Yeah, we're just gonna jam the Adeline pre-combat just in case it does resolve so we get the extra 1/1 attacking, but I'd feel like it's really unlikely that it would resolve here. Okay. We'll take that. So they must not have counter magic. You have to imagine they would have countered that. Getting in now. And now we have some removal spells. Like if they have a Hotties in here, only have the 1 mana up, we can double go for the throat and then just attack for 1,000,000. And it's not looking bad, honestly. Okay, yeah. Gonna attempt to kill the Hotties in. Spell Pierce, we will pay. I'll pay that all day. And just get in there. Alright, a lot of pressure on our opponent now. We still have 2 go for the throats in the pocket now, too, which is huge. We don't have lethal through a Tolarian Terror. Fading Hope puts Gatling, okay. Put tons of pressure on him. 7 life. And their best thing they could do here would be like Tolarian Terror plus something, but Tolarian Terror still costs some mana. That's kind of annoying, though. 2 Fading Hopes. They're gonna hit by 2 1/1s, though. So yeah, if they counter the Adeline, we're kind of expecting them to counter this Adeline here. I don't think they would Fading Hope it and not counter it. So we're expecting that. Still can get this Rodus Firebrand down though. Get him down to 5, and now we have 2 go for the throats up. Opponents on 5 lands. They have a Hotties, and we can still do them with the double go for the throat. Yeah, I think we're just going to jam with all. Give this Rodus Firebrand +2/+2. If they have a way to phase this out, I think we'd be fine with it. We'd be getting 2 damage in this turn still and keeping our Rada around, but it's not the case. Okay, opponent traded their Tolarian Terror for our Rada there. Attacking with the 2 1/1s here, seeing how it goes, and our opponent has had enough. Adeline got just enough value off of our opponent before they Fading Hoped it and then countered it, that it was enough. It's the power of the deck. Mono Blue is a tough cookie to crack. Don't really love playing against it when I play anything on this channel, because quite frankly, Mono Blue is as a deck is built to punish people who are coming with non-refined or off-meta strategies. So you can kind of get got in that way, especially if you're trying to resolve some big spells, which not necessarily happening in this deck, but definitely in some other decks we played on the channel. But yeah, glad to beat Mono Blue to end the video. Big, big fan of that. Alrighty, let's get to the wrap up. Back with Attack. That's the name of the deck. Mardu Aggro was the name of the game that we were playing today, and we did fairly well. Weren't world beaters by any stretch of the imagination, but the deck had its unique fun traits. The first game we played, we got to see the Isshin really go off and do its thing. Overall, though, I think this deck is going to be a lot better next format when we get better mana, A, and B. I think just having more cards in a set really, for a card like Isshin, really expands the viability of the deck. This is a card where, every set there's going to be creatures with attacking abilities, essentially. And that's just going to make our deck better and better. Mayhem Patrol it's all right, but it's a 2/2 when it attacks with Menace. Rodda's Firebrand, it's a 3/1 that makes things not be able to block. I think there's definitely a chance to get some upgrades from Wizards of the Coast next set or in future sets in Standard to really give this deck the shot in the arm I think it would need to be truly competitive. As for this exact build of the deck, shout out to Jaw for creating it. I think maybe adding in more Fables and more leaning, more in Hay. I know my deck's maybe a little underpowered. Let's inject some power by playing more Fables. Also, the Fable Isshin synergy is actually really good. I mean, getting 2 treasures off the attack is pretty nice. It's so good. Even you saw me sacrifice one of my shamans to really get an extra mana and be able to have that down the line, which is pretty valuable. But inherently, Isshin with Thundering Raiju and Adeline, those are very powerful synergies. I think maybe leaning into more of that, maybe going up the Thundering Raiju amounts, but maybe going down the Sarah Paragon amounts could be beneficial. But overall, had a good time playing this deck. And if you would like to see more Standard content from me, you can look at the end card here or browse my library of videos. And until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.